the beauty standards have just gotten so out of control and how that's affecting everyone. So I've decided to be shown right here today with no makeup. We're still just inundated with these messages from society that we're just not enough. And I was thinking about like when I was growing up in the 90s, the supermodel era when I was a teenager was Cindy Crawford and Claudia Schiffer and Christy Turlington and Tyra Banks and Naomi Campbell, Paulina Poroskova, that whole era. And how all these women had completely different looks that don't at all match with today's beauty standards. Cindy Crawford's eyes turned down, not up. She does not have that upturned eye. Claudia Schiffer's eyes were very deep set. She didn't have this like massive upper eyelid that was perfect for adding so many different layers of eyeshadow. Her eyes are naturally deep set. That was okay. She was still considered stunningly beautiful. And, you know, they all had their own unique qualities, you know, that made them uniquely and outstandingly beautiful. Today, this fucking, excuse my French, but this fucking Instagram face. It's like, I'm so concerned about young girls today because it's like we are told that like this is the only form of attractive face. Everyone has to have razor sharp jaw, razor sharp cheekbones with the buccal fat removal, eyes that turn up, a massive amount of upper eyelid for adding eyeshadow to, huge injected lips, tiny little button nose. Everything has to be lifted and up. Everybody has the same face. It got to the point where I can't tell one celebrity from another. When they get these surgeries, they all look alike. Nobody is allowed to have any natural, unique beauty. Nobody is allowed to like appreciate their own cultural heritage and, you know, their facial features, because it's like everyone has to have the same face. And this is the society that we're living in. This is the thing that I'm kind of like coming to terms with. Is I think it's healthy to take care of yourself and maintain your image, work out so you can stay healthy, and have a beauty routine and a skincare routine that makes you feel empowered. So it's like this fine line that I feel like we're all walking, where when is it to the point where we go too far, where we're too obsessed with the way we look by trying to fit into society standards, and when does it stop becoming something we do for ourselves so we can feel good about ourselves? And when does it start becoming like, oh, I have to fit into this standard of beauty? So yeah, I'm going to do my makeup routine and talk about how to balance this under eye bags. These drive me crazy because I have really, really bad allergies. Under eye bag that I have right here. Just like to put a little bit of white. My nose is really big and it goes this way. So this is a little trick that I do. It's gigantic. I have a big Italian schnoz. Schnozzola. I don't know. Schnozzolini. Give me a cannoli and a schnozzoli. You know? I'm just kidding. Nobody wants a schnozzoli. Okay, but I have one. My nose goes this way, so I put all the white here to kind of counterbalance it. It's so crooked. This is like the thing that drives me. One of my biggest gripes about my appearance is my big crooked nose. So, what are you going to do? I'm going to contour it. But again, I am doing this for me because this is something that I like to do for myself to make me feel good. I'm not doing this for anyone else on the planet. You know, my husband looks at me and goes, oh my God, you're beautiful without any makeup on. You know, he always makes me feel like he thinks I'm like the hottest person in the world. And he is to me too. I have the weakest jaw in the world. I have a really, really small chin and a, you know, non-existent chin practically, and a really weak jaw. And I'm middle-aged, I'm getting jowls, and this is starting to sag down. So I always like to highlight my jaw, this whole area with white. This is why I like to put the white under the foundation, because it does make anything you want to come out pop, but it doesn't look, you don't want to put so much white over your foundation because then you end up looking, you know, if you're going for a geisha look, you know, they're beautiful too. That's what you want. You want the white to show. You know, you can do that, but that's not my intention. So I put this under my foundation. So yeah, I have the world's weakest jaw and smallest chin. Ugh. So these are my insecurities. So I always put the white on under and then blend it in fully. I use all cruelty-free makeup, so this is the Physicians Formula, and then I use a lot of e.l.f., and then this was a brand called Moria. I always check and make sure it says cruelty-free, no animal testing, if there's any acne. I like mineral makeup because you can use it as a concealer and a foundation. Don't you love it when you get a pimple and then like it fades, but then like for 3 or 4 weeks the red mark lingers? Isn't that great? Yeah, that's so great. Put it in 5 places, just the foundation, and then buff it all out with the big makeup brush. I like mineral makeup, even though it gets everywhere and it gets kind of messy, and I have to wear my pajama shirt over my outfit when I put it on, all the way down your neck. You don't want that line there. So yeah, always pull it. When you cover any imperfections, it's best to tap. I don't know why. Maybe it's just, blends in better with like the natural look of our pores. I'm a hairy person, and I get vicious with my tweezers sometimes, and then it leaves a little bit of red marks trying to get this damn thick black hair tweezed out of my face. So sometimes I go a little overboard with the tweezers. Cover up any tweezer marks. I love to highlight the Cupid's bow. Okay. A little line down my nose where I want the shine to go. So yeah, the ageism in our country is absolutely disgusting. How dare you age past 25 years old? But like, the ageism we all fight through our entire lives is disgusting. I don't know if you guys remember what it's like to be a teenager, but I do, because now I have to write about that age, and I love writing about that age. But yeah, society treats teenagers like nothing you say or think or do matters. Everything in your life right now is to prepare for college and then become an adult, and then what you say and think and do will matter later when you're older. The only acceptable age to be is 25. So yeah, this is when everything is perfect for you. This is the age that everyone wants to be. And in those 5 years before you hit age 30, you better damn well figure out every fucking thing you ever want to do. And if you don't have it all figured out, by then you're screwed, because, oh God, 30? That's the fucking expiration date. I'm using the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer to contour my big nose. And then contour this side of my nose, cheekbones. Take the darkest color, just add it there, and then drag it back to the ear and blend it back. Because you don't want to look like you have one obvious line on the side of your face. The thing that I hate the most, and my biggest gripe about myself, and the reason why I put the camera up and shoot myself at a high angle, I did not know how bad my double chin was until I was like, shooting a video with my husband, and I kept looking over at him, and the camera was not at a high angle. And it was like, oh my God, waddle, 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 waddle. I look like a pelican. I hate my double chin like so much, because yeah, I'm in this society with you, and as much as I'm bitching about this, I age past 25 too. And I wish I had my, 20-something jawline back. In order to contour this, I tried like the darkest of the dark contours. None of them were dark enough to hide this thing that I'm like fully insecure about. So you guys tell me if I'm taking this too far. But I got Gray Away to cover my gray hairs. Yeah, the Gray Away makeup comes in a stick and you rub it on. And I probably have some coming in. Oh yeah, look at these little fuckers. Right there. How dare I age past 25? All right, I know it's like hypocritical to shoot a video about how society's aging standards are like so fucking mean, and I hate it so much, but then do all this shit to conform to it. But the darkest of the dark black down here, and let's just blend this in and try to cover up this double chin as best as I can. So again, yeah, my husband and my friends, people who love me, all assure me that they look at me and they don't see this damn thing, that they only see me. But, I look in the mirror and this drives me absolutely insane. It's really easy to overdo this with the black, so keep it tissue. Okay, then let's talk about, when you start getting up into your 30s and 40s. Yeah, especially women, we've got this gray fox thing with guys. We're like, oh my God, he's like, like Harrison Ford is such a gray fox. And, like men are allowed to still be considered attractive. But women, oh my God, you are over the hill. You might as well just put yourself out to pasture and never have sex again and go off and die. That's how society treats aging women. It's absolutely disgusting. It's really disturbing, like, these societal pressures that like no human being can live up to. Why are we doing this to ourselves? We have pores and we're gonna age. Telling somebody to stop aging is like, don't ever go to the bathroom again. Hold it until you die, because it's not ladylike to poop. Aging is a natural biological process and we torture ourselves over it. I had a really light color under my eyebrows. I put the lightest color I'm gonna wear right here in the inner corner of the eye, a little bit under the eye, and then right under the eyebrow. When I do the crease, I don't like to just take one dark color and just bang it right into the crease. I kind of do it in layers. And e.l.f. pigments, they tend to be very, very rich. So one tap on the brush is enough to get color on your eyes. I'm going to go a little bit darker into the crease. Right there. You know, a lot of women love to do these like winged eyeliners, like up, turn it up. My eyes don't turn up on the ends, they turn down. So I never do those winged eyeliners. They look beautiful on other people, but it does not go with the natural shape of my eye. I like these like, you know, like pointy bristle brushes for mascara. Yeah, so I used the Wet n Wild. I did the Mega Length and then the Mega Volume. I used both of them. These are like so inexpensive. Don't over tweeze your eyebrows. If a friggin' thin eyebrow trend comes back in style, please do not over tweeze your eyebrows to get that look. Late 90s, early 2000s, the thin eyebrow craze was all the look. So I tweezed my eyebrows really, really thin, and it never grew back. And it's amazing to me how I can pluck eyebrow hairs from here 900 million times during my course of my lifetime, tweezing my eyebrows every day, the unwanted hairs that grow all the way down here, and they grow back in 24 hours. But you tweeze your eyebrows off one time in the 90s, right here, and it's a bald spot for the rest of your life. One of life's little fuckovers. All right, so I'm gonna fill in these parts that I like over tweezed in the 90s with an eyebrow pencil. And over here, completely over tweezed this. Ugh, why did I do this to myself? With lipstick and lip liners, I like colors that like enhance the natural shade of my lips. I don't go for like really, really red lipsticks or really, really purple lipsticks or, you know, bright colors. I love the way that looks on other people, but I don't like the way it looks on me. I like, you know, colors that bring out like the natural shade of my lips. So I think, you know, it's so important to feel like you know your individual style, you know what looks good on you. Red lipstick and crazy, you know, eyeliner. It looks great on other people. I think they look beautiful in it, but it just does not, I feel like, look good on me. So, you know, go with whatever makes you feel beautiful, regardless of what's going on in the magazines. Bye. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Please sign up for my books mailing list.